Today's event is, bigger than the have planned first time. How can make it this big?
Well, I tell you, it takes good people to make it bigger. And Beauty Master stepped up even in the beginning. We only talked about a few, and then we decided to go and give more. And so I appreciate that, and I know these students appreciate it. A lot of these students come from homes where they have financial difficulties. They're smart young people, but they have challenges in their homes and communities with finances. So this $1,000 award tonight, so that people will understand the magnitude of it, this $1,000 award tonight is like $20,000 to some of it. So we very much appreciate it, and we very much appreciate expanded on it in the first year.
Okay, any difficulty, to choose, all the recipients and a lot of any difficulty?
Absolutely, it was difficult because so many of these students are accomplished and have achieved so much at their young ages. And there's a lot more out there. And so while we were able to expand this year and give more student scholarships, the need is greater. And so I'm hoping that along with these fine sponsors, Beauty Master, Chapel Beauty, and their partners that stepped up this time, I'm hopeful that others will want to join.
Okay, it's not the one-time event, so Mr. Park told me it's going to keep going, bigger and bigger. How about next year's plan?
Well, next year's plan is to start earlier. Okay, anytime you start a new project, there are some difficulties because there are so many incidentals, things that you don't expect that you have to overcome. But this year has taught us a lot, and we use this as a learning opportunity to make it even better next year.
We know that you have the good relationship with the Korean community and Korean businesses. Say that, the New Year's, end of the year remarks or hello, something like that.
Well, I simply want to say that I have a tremendous relationship with the Korean American community as well as the Korean community. And I think it's important that we show and become models for the global world. And so that while we have to do business, we have our own religions, our own faith, our own philosophies and mindsets, we have to come together. That's what makes the world greater. And what this is significant for me is the diversity in the kids that we congratulated this evening, and particularly the African Americans, because a lot of these African Americans are financially challenged, and so, as I said before, so I just appreciate the Korean community reaching out to people beyond the borders of their own communities.
How was your Japanese trip?
My Japanese trip was wonderful. It would have been even greater had I been able to go from Japan to Korea. But I look forward to maybe next year getting an opportunity to go to Korea. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go. My son was there for 2.5, 3 years, I believe it was. And so he always tells me about Korea, and I'd love to go there someday.
You know how to say thank you in Korean?
Not yet.
Follow me. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Okay, one more time. Look at the camera.
감사합니다.